Hey everybody, welcome to our Friday live stream, but it is a Thursday today because tomorrow I'm embarking Scarlet Lady for Virgin Voyages. If you had told me that at the start of 2020, I never would have believed you, but so much has changed, obviously, in 2020 and 2021. Hello to everybody who is in the chat. Nice to see you. Nice to see so many names I recognize. Hello to Marcus, who says, unfortunately, he can't make it today, but he came in to let us know. Thank you for that one, Marcus. Hello to Kevin and Kevin. Afternoon, all. Hello to Laura. If you have any questions about Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady or anything cruise related, I'm going to try and answer as many as I can during this live stream. If you can start your questions with question, it makes it easier for me to see what is a question. I'll do my best to answer as many as I can. If I don't read your question, if I don't answer it, it's not that I'm seeing it and ignoring it. I just can't. I would be here forever. So I'll do my best to answer as many as I can. Hello to Sean, who's in here. He is 2 weeks away from his first cruise. Nervous. I'm very, very excited for you. It's going to be amazing. Definitely worth the wait. Lots of conversation about my voice and stuff going on. Okay. As long as you guys can tolerate me enough to listen to me, then that sounds good to me. Hello to John. Hello to, we've got a conversation going on here about Pepsi again. Pepsi, definitely go Team Pepsi. Thank you, Kevin. Team Pepsi, definitely over Coke. Hello to Angie, who's in here. Hi, Angie. It's nice to see you. We've got Australia in here. What is the time in Australia? Thank you so much for joining me. John says, question, did you pack the lovely sparkly dress? Yes, I have packed the lovely sparkly dress. I'm cruising with Virgin Voyages, and as far as I know, there's no real dress codes, no real pressure to do anything. They do have Scarlet Night, which is their, I guess, equivalent of a formal night where people dress up. And I think sparklies will be the thing. It is 2 a.m. in Australia. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for staying awake. Thank you for that. I did have some trouble with YouTube before this stream, which is why we've lost Hudson and we've got powered by StreamYard, which is not as good as Hudson. I think my account has reverted back to the free one, whereas I pay to have Hudson up there and various other things. But I thought we would sort that out after this stream because I didn't want you to lose the link. I have tried to make it easier so that when you go on my main YouTube page, there's a bit that says upcoming live streams and you can just click there. Hopefully you'll be able to see that, and that should be there anytime that I have a live stream scheduled. So fingers crossed for that one. Have you cruised between Sweden and Finland? It's not a long journey, but before COVID in the summertime, it was filled with tourists. I don't know. Oh, this looks different as well. Why does this look different? I'm not sure that I like this free version of StreamYard, but I don't know. I don't know is the answer to that question. Sorry. Given all the Coke hate Europeans can do. Oh no, definitely Pepsi. Carla says, do you know the average age of your cruise? No idea. It would be cool if there was a way that you could see that. You could find out that information, but no idea. I think it's going to be interesting to see who's on these cruises. I mean, the way I'm looking at it, it's a decent price. There's loads included in the cruise fare. The food looks absolutely amazing. It's all-inclusive food, all the specialty restaurants. Soda is included. I'm not sure if it's Pepsi or Coke, but that's included. Wi-Fi is included, so I'm sure I'll have a brilliant time. John says he never sees the link. I have just added that link today. I've added a new section on my YouTube to try and make it easier for you guys. Before that, you had to click on the drop-down to click upcoming live streams, but I've tried to make it as clear as I can so it's always on the homepage, and hopefully that will come up. Douglas made it. Hello to Douglas. Thank you for joining me. I wasn't sure if people would be able to come on a Thursday. Like, it feels strange, but I'm going to be on a cruise tomorrow, so I think that's a pretty good reason to watch it, to move it even. Just Johnson says, when is your Disney cruise? My Disney cruise isn't for a very long time because it is the summer holidays here in the UK, and I cannot afford to cruise with Disney in the summer holidays. No way. So not for a while. Here in the UK, our summer holidays for school end kind of the end of July. You have August off, and then you go back in September. I know in some places in America, you guys have already gone back to school, I think. But yeah, pretty much for us, August is the summer of school. You have about 6 weeks normally for summer. Gainer says, I read you can take a bottle of wine in your hand luggage. Is that true? I'm not sure specifically on Virgin Voyages, but probably, yes. Most cruise lines let you bring a bottle of wine or a few beers or something in your hand luggage. So maybe yes. We do have some onboard credit for this cruise, and yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not planning on spending much on drink, to be honest. Kevin says it's better on a Thursday. Can you change it just for me? I don't think so. That's probably not going to work. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I have missed. I see John. There you are, John. Thank you so much for my super chat. Really appreciate that one. Coke is okay with Jack Daniels. I'm not really a Jack Daniels fan. Got to be honest. What does the weather feel like? Feel like here? It is summer here at the minute, technically. I did look earlier at how many days of rain on average the UK gets in August, and I think it's about 10 days out of the August. So, people always ask me, when's the best time to come to the UK to do a UK cruise? You have the most chance of sunshine and warm weather in July or August, maybe September, but no guarantees. We had rain all of last week. Things were flooded. And I think this weekend for this cruise, it's going to rain probably, but we're not going anywhere. This cruise goes nowhere. It literally goes nowhere. There's nothing on the itinerary. So that will be cool. I have lost a super chat. Apologies. There it is. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful cruise. Thank you. I will. Yeah, it's strange. I never thought I would cruise with Virgin Voyages after I spent a night on the ship in early 2020, but a lot has changed since then. Mostly for me, it's the fact that they have halved their prices. And in my review, I started the review and I said, I wanted to fall in love with this, but I'm just confused. That's how I started my review. And I ended it by saying, if this is the same price as a mainstream cruise line, then cool, fair enough. But it wasn't at the time. It was very expensive. Now the price has come down. Now it's the same kind of price as Royal Caribbean or something. So I'm going to give it a go and I'm sure it'll be fun. I'll be on a cruise. So looking forward to it. Thanks, Tony, for that one. And yes, I am definitely looking forward to my Disney cruise. I'm not sure that Disney cruise is going to be for me going forward. Like, I don't think I'm going to become a Disney cruiser all the time, but I think this is my chance and I'm going to do it. I have just booked a week on Iona, which was about the same price as the Disney cruise I've booked. That's 3 nights. Less for a week than 3 nights on Disney. So yeah, it's expensive Disney cruises, but should be good. Have you ever live streamed on a cruise? I used to try all the time years ago, but it's just a disaster. I don't like walking around the ship, people looking at me. That's my worst nightmare. I don't want to do that. And the Wi-Fi is always bad anyway, so I'll just come back. And I tend to, I have to focus on something when I'm on board, and I focus on filming everything so that I can come back and make the videos and take pictures. Thank you, Keith. He says, enjoy a drink on the ship tomorrow. For me, I will. Thank you very much for that one. Yeah, I'm just going to go with an open mind. I'm just going to have a good time. It would be nice if the sun came out. The kind of back area of the ship looks really cool, so we'll see how that goes. I bought a new bikini to go swimming because I'm determined to go swimming on this cruise. Like, because if you haven't seen, Scarlet Lady has the smallest swimming pool I've ever seen on any ship in my life, and I'm going to measure it by going in it. I'm going to measure it with myself. James says, has anyone had any issues printing off boarding passes with P&O? Blimey. Never had any issues printing off any boarding passes or tickets with P&O. My cruise tomorrow is it's completely paperless. So everything is done on the app, which normally I would love, but this app I've had to reinstall it over and over again. So I'm very nervous that it's not going to work tomorrow, but I have just screenshot everything I think that I may need. So fingers crossed that'll be okay. Thank you, Kevin, for a cocktail on me. I'm going to have to keep count on all of these. And then, yeah, I will try. And I'll say, this one's Kevin's cocktail. This one's... I'll try and do that. Dan says, did Virgin change what they included in the price when they reduced it? No, they just reduced their prices pretty much in half from what they were planning and charging at the start of 2020. All your food is included. Your soft drinks are included. Your Wi-Fi is included. And I think now the prices match the cruise. That was my main problem with it before. of course, we're just cruising to nowhere for a few days and cruising around the UK. It's not kind of the glamorous Virgin Voyages itinerary that they want, but I think it's going to be good. Will you be trying the pool? Yes, I will be trying the pool. Keith says, hi, Emma. We are boarding Scarlet Lady on Monday. Would be interested to know what the queues are for pre-boarding testing. Yes, so on the first cruise, very first cruise last Friday, people queued for 3-4 hours to get their tests done before you go to the port. So you have to go to a specific separate place to get your test before you are given a wristband to say you're allowed in to board the ship. I think more people boarded on Monday. And it seems like they fixed a lot of those problems. It seems like it's a lot better. So I'm hopeful that tomorrow will be more like Monday rather than last Friday. So I will let you know how long it takes, but hopefully not too long. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for all of your comments and all of your questions. I'm doing my best to keep up with them, but it jumps up and down in the chat for me. I wish I could make it bigger, the screen where the questions are, but I can't. I'm not doing this on YouTube. I'm doing it through StreamYard, who want their logo here today. I need to sort that out for next week. Mark says, have you thought about doing a video covering the technology and processes used for filming and editing your videos? I have thought about doing this kind of thing before, but I'm not going to put it ever on my cruise channel because people subscribe for cruise content and then they're going to unsubscribe if I try and show them cameras and stuff. I have a full post on my website that goes through all of my blogging and YouTubing resources, and it says what companies I use for stuff, what cameras I'm using, what lens, and all of that stuff. So if you want to check that out on emmacruises.com, all the info is there, but just not on YouTube. Not on YouTube. Hello to Cruise Show UK. Nice to see you. Jeremy says, how many Emmas is quite a strange measurement, but I've heard weirder. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to see how big the actual pool is when I'm in it. That's what I want to see. Yeah, Cruise Show UK says the Virgin Voyages app is better when you're on board. Seriously better. I really hope so, because it's driving me absolutely bananas. You'll get drunk with all the cocktails people give you here. That sounds good to me. Thank you so much, everybody. Keith says you will enjoy Iona. Great public spaces. The cabins, although beautifully decorated, are Marmite for privacy. Interesting. I don't know what that means, Keith. If you could explain, that sounds cool. I'm sure I'm going to love it. I mean, the price was really good. I paid £430 for 7-night cruise. Like, you can't argue with that at all. So looking forward to it. I'm going on the cruise with my brother, just me and my brother. So that will be nice. James says you'll get waved straight through security at Emily or cruise royalty. That is not going to happen, and I wouldn't want that to happen because I want to be able to report what it's like. There's no point if I go to the front of the queue and no. Don't think we need to worry about that one. Hello to Justin, who's just joined us. Hi, Justin. Hi, Emma. I'm here. What have you missed? You're late. You can rewind if you wanted to see, but you haven't missed Hudson, if that's the main thing. He is not here at the minute. He was here. He's left his muddy footprints all over the chair, but he has gone. Are you allowed to share your cruise price? For this cruise, for the Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady cruise, I paid £500 for 3 nights in a balcony with Wi-Fi and food and soft drinks included. I would have booked an inside or an ocean view or something cheaper, but it just didn't exist. These cruises have sold out quite well. I think I saw it was about 65% capacity maybe for these sailings. So it seems like they're selling out. Yeah, Cruise Show UK says, I thought the pool was bigger in life. It looked better filled with water. I saw the picture from you, Cruise Show UK, and it looks like a big pool because 90% of it is like a paddling pool, and then the actual deep bit in the middle, it reminds me of The Sims. Like, I don't know if anybody else ever played The Sims, but we would put people in the pool, take away the ladder, and they just swim around. It reminds me of that. Like, you definitely can't swim in the bit that's deep. The whole thing is a paddling pool. I don't know if everybody else says paddling pool, but it is what it is. A good question. Is your brother a cookie lover like you? I found a picture of me and my brother, and I would have shared it, but I don't know if my brother would want me to share it. And he's outside with my dad at a buffet. I don't know how old I am, 13, 14. Maybe he's like 11, and he's eating a chocolate chip cookie, and I thought that was brilliant because it just shows like nothing has changed. Yes, absolutely, we will find those on Iona for sure. Hello to Thank God, who says hi, Emma and fellow Spuds. Do you play The Sims now? I haven't played The Sims in a really long time. Really long time. There is a YouTuber who works on Scarlet Lady Cruising with Crew. She works on the ships. Yep, her name is Lucy. She is lovely. Her videos are always really, really happy, even when she was quarantining for weeks and weeks in her cabin. They were really positive. So that was cool. Is your brother older or younger than you? My brother is younger than me. My little brother, even though he's 6 foot plus. I do sometimes call him my little brother, but do you travel alone? What is it like traveling on a cruise as a singleton? I don't normally cruise on my own. I have booked the group cruise that we're going to do next year, the 90s versus noughties cruise. I have booked that, a single cabin, which will be cool. I normally don't cruise by myself. I have, but I normally don't. I normally am based on 2 sharing. Like the prices I say will be based on 2 sharing normally. Paul says, hi, Emma. This is the first one I've caught you in real time. That is cool. Sometimes that happens when I'm able to move this to a different day, because we get different people in here. Husband, not husband, Hudson. Hudson is my cat. If you probably didn't know that, that would be a bit of a weird sentence, but he's my cat. And he's left little paw prints on my chair, which is annoying. Heading to Athens from Western Canada 2 weeks from today. That sounds amazing. I should have been getting back from the Celebrity Apex today, but my cruise was unfortunately cancelled. Gutted about it. I've been looking at everybody's pictures on Apex. It looks fantastic, but I'm going on Scarlet Lady tomorrow, so all is good. Yeah, I don't know what to expect, to be honest with you, but I think it's going to be fun, so it'll be okay. How do you socialize on a cruise? I'm such a wallflower, and after watching some of your videos, conversing with friends and strangers alike, I want to know people and their stories. I find it so much easier on a cruise. Everybody is having a good time. It feels like a very safe, kind of protected place. I wouldn't talk to random people if I was out in a bar or a restaurant or anything on land. We just don't do that in the UK. We don't really talk to other people. But on a cruise, everyone's in this thing together. It feels like you're in it together, and it's so easy to chat to everybody. Everyone will chat if you want to chat to people. If you are cruising solo and you specifically want to make friends with people, if you go to the solo meetups, if you do things like trivia, sometimes you'll join a team, or people will just chat at the bar and all that. Duncan says, now that international cruises are allowed from the UK, why are the cruise lines still doing staycations? Because it is seriously complicated and stressful to do international cruises at the minute. And if they know they can fill out British Isles cruises with no chances of them being cancelled, they're going to do that. They're a business. If they know they have a guaranteed income source where everyone is happy doing it, they're going to do it. It's so easy for any country to change its mind and say, no, don't come in here. They are not going to cancel any more cruises, are they, after the last year of everybody being cancelled? So they're just going to wait and move things on. Jim says, when do you get your new live streaming chair? I'm getting a new chair on September 1st. Very exciting, very exciting. The ice cream on Scarlet Lady is amazing, and it is free. That sounds good. I do like the idea that on Scarlet Lady, things that would cost extra, like ice cream on other cruise lines, are included. So that is cool. I will have some. Have you ever cruised US West Coast? No. Well, I have done an Alaska cruise, if that counts, but I was 11, so I'm not really sure that doesn't count. So no, I haven't. I would love to. Yeah, sometime. I thought you said husband, major fail, got to watch this channel more. Everyone thinks that, and I should really watch what I say and not assume everyone knows that Hudson is my cat. Duncan says, when do you think they will restart? I mean, into the autumn and winter. Cruise lines are doing international cruises. Like P&O have replaced their kind of winter season. I had a cruise booked for next Christmas with P&O, but they have cancelled it because they're kind of just reorganizing. So, from October kind of onwards they're planning. It depends how long the cruise line has said that they're going to do British Isles cruises for, because they're not going to cancel. So yeah, I think into autumn, into winter, and it'll be good. Saving up for an Antarctic cruise, hopefully in 2024. That sounds amazing. I struggle to believe that Antarctica is even a real place, because it seems just like, I don't know. Hard to get my head around Antarctica, but that sounds so cool. Very, very envious. Thank you, Richard, for my super chat. Good afternoon. I'm jealous of you about to go on a cruise, but happy for you. Thank you so much. Do not cruise again until November. Super anxious. Please do not be anxious. If there's anything I can do to make you less anxious about it, just let me know. But that's exciting. November isn't that far away. I know we keep thinking, oh, well, into the autumn, into the winter. It's not that far. It's not that far away. Like, we're in August now. We're halfway through August almost. So yeah, not too long. It'll be worth the wait. Things will be a bit more kind of settled by November, I think. So it'll be good. It's not a real place. I mean, it is a real place. Still no word on Australia cruises restarting. Yes, I don't know what Australia is doing. I keep an eye on it. I have friends who are in Australia. I do a podcast with a guy from Australia. My friend Chris is from Australia, and I always check in with him and see how things are going. Not well, and not much happening in Australia. I feel really bad for you guys, but what can I do? I can't do anything. What is your favorite type of port to visit? Beach day or culture and history? Absolutely culture and history. Beaches don't really do it for me. I think it's a bit boring. Like, I need things to be doing. I like to walk around a place. I like to learn things. I like all of the history and culture and stuff. I mean, I'd be happy to go to a beach right now, but yeah, if I could choose. Ian says, you put comment, because this isn't a question, this is a comment. I like that, Ian. I love my Emma Cruises Hudson t-shirt and face mask. I love it. Yes, I went on Facebook the other day and there are all these pictures of Ian in his Hudson t-shirt, which was really cool. I do have a Teespring store and there's Hudson merchandise on there. If you search for Teespring Emma Cruises, it'll all come up. And I'm going to get, instead of having like bottles of, I've just got a water bottle here. That's not very good. I'm getting one that has like a big Hudson logo on it, which will be really cool. Be really cool. John says, there is much rain forecast this week. Should I pack rain gear or stay on board Mardi Gras and explore? I mean, Mardi Gras is huge and there's so much you can do on there. I would be tempted to stay on board and explore, especially after the last year. But maybe put some rain things in there. You can decide. If you do pack the rain stuff, you can decide if you want to go or not. Is the tattoo place going to be open on board? Yes, it is. And I think people have got tattoos, I think, already, maybe. I'm definitely not getting any tattoos on this cruise at all. I don't have any tattoos. I'm plain. No tattoos for me. Have you ever done excursions that are definitely adventure-driven, like zip-lining over the jungle or visiting a pyramid? I've never visited a pyramid. I've never zip-lined over a jungle. No, I don't think I've ever done anything like that. Nope. When will you sell Hudson hats? I don't know. I haven't thought about selling Hudson hats. Do people want Hudson hats? Maybe. Well, David is doing Azamara in October. Very cool. Very, very envious. My goodness. Thank you so much for all of your comments. There's just so many. I just can't. Kevin says, where did you get the name Hudson from? I got the name Hudson from whoever named Hudson Hudson. I did not name Hudson Hudson. I adopted him. He came with that name. I thought it was cute and I thought I would keep it. I actually saw him. No, not Hudson tattoos. No, definitely not. How big a donation would it take for you to get a tattoo? If you could pay off my mortgage, then I would do it. I would get like pretty much, yeah, I would get a good tattoo, pay off my mortgage, and then we will talk. No, not Hudson tattoos. Temporary tattoos, maybe. I'll buy a Hudson hat. Maybe. I just haven't thought about making Hudson hats before, but maybe. Emma needs a tattoo of Hudson riding a llama. No, thank you. Definitely not. I love tattoos on other people. I think I have so many friends who have amazing tattoos and they're amazing, but I'm so indecisive. There's nothing I like for very long. Definitely nothing I want forever. Hello to Tristan and Justin. We had this conversation earlier with the cruise monkeys about getting a tattoo on the ship. It's not happening for me. Not happening for me. Going on Iona in November 2022 seems so long away, but try not to wish my life away. Yeah, that is the trick. That is the tricky thing. No matter what you do, though, November 2022 will come around. So it'll be so worth the wait. I think Iona is going to be so cool. I was chatting to Solent Ships, the YouTube channel that live streams all the ships, as she sailed out for the first time, and I could see everybody in the dome talking, and I could see everyone waving from their balconies and the lights, and it looked so cool. It looked amazing. As someone who's never had a cruise, what should be your first cruise? That's an impossible question. If I just said one right now, it would be so wrong for so many people, because who are you? What do you like? Where do you want to go? Do you want to do dress codes? Do you want to do formal nights? Do you want it to be busy? Do you want it to be quiet? Where in the world are you? There's 27,000 options for that one. I teach an entire course about how to decide on your first cruise, how to book it, and how to do it all on a budget. I can't answer. I can't answer. If you're somebody who's from the UK, say you're one of my friends and you ask me what's the best first cruise, I will say I normally tell people to do a 7-night cruise as a starter, either somewhere like the Mediterranean, so many things you can do, or somewhere like Norway if you want somewhere a bit colder. Yeah, I appreciate all your comments, but if you're someone who just puts the same thing over and over and over again, you get muted. So yeah, thank you, John, who says hit the thumbs up. Yes, if you can hit the thumbs up, really appreciate it. I get so many comments like this saying they miss my short hair, they prefer my long hair. I don't. It's my hair. I just I don't understand. All the time, every comment is, "You look better with short hair. You look better with long hair." I didn't ask. I just don't know. Appreciate it if you're trying to just give me a compliment, but I don't. I don't know. Put me on a cruise ship and I am happy. Yes, I think so. There's been a lot of people back complaining about things that I've seen recently about the kind of British Isles season we have here this summer. It's nice though. Like when I see people complaining about dress codes, complaining about drinks packages, I think that's good. Like we're back to normal again, back to the usual kind of complaints. Thank you, Adam, for my super chat. Have a blast. A blast? Yeah, blast. That's how I say it. I'm so aware of my pronunciations. Jeremy says, I didn't ask is the correct attitude. I didn't ask is the reply to all the comments I get about my appearance and stuff. Not that I see any of them. I have many, many blocked words because people are really horrible. So I'm sure you guys aren't. Like if you're here, you're the nice ones, but Cruise boys say, are you going to pack your gym gear for the cruise? I haven't done that yet. I have packed, aka put all my stuff in a pile. I haven't got my suitcase out yet, but I don't know. I don't really want to do exercise on the cruise, and that we're only there for the weekend. I'm going to really struggle to film everything I need to film just for my video when I get back. So maybe I'll just film you guys in your gym wear and you can go and do the exercise class and I will do everything else. But this cruise is so short. I mean, we took a 4-night cruise with MSC, the first one from the UK, and it was such a short cruise trying to get everything done in such a short time. So I'm going to be prioritizing eating and filming. That's my main thing, eating and filming. Hudson is going to be just as famous as you are. Maybe. I think he does have his own fans that come in here sometimes. Cruise boys, I'm taking that as a yes. It's not a no. Oh, Tristan and Justin, what is your number one watch out for us to consider for our first Costa cruise next week? Watch out for lasers in your eyes in the theater because they are laser crazy, which is really cool. For me with Costa, the only thing I always say is make sure you get a drinks package. You guys have got a drinks package as far as I know, so you will be fine. be prepared for the dinners to take quite a long time. People will be dancing in the restaurants. It's a big thing. Don't think that you have to order every single course from the menu. Like, you can, but in Italy they tend to have like 7 or 8 courses on the menu, and don't feel like you have to eat them all, because you will get very full. How many bags are you packing? Definitely just one. Definitely. For a weekend, I could do it in a handbag if I wanted to, but I'm taking a suitcase. Yeah, this one's only 3 nights, so it's not even 4 nights. Our embarkation times are really quite late, so it's pretty much an evening and 2 days. That's how it is. Beth says, do you still purchase travel insurance for a British Isles cruise? Absolutely, yes. And if you only ever listen to one thing I say, as in on the internet takes one thing from me, please make it to buy travel insurance. I feel so sick when someone tells me that they're on a cruise without travel insurance, or they're, it doesn't matter if you're British and you're taking a British Isles cruise. It doesn't matter if you're American and you're taking a cruise. Just from the US, you need travel insurance. If you were to do a British Isles cruise, break your leg and need to be airlifted back, fair enough. We have the National Health Service here that will fix your leg, but it will cost, I don't even know how much to get airlifted off. And the cost of things on the ship are so expensive. It's not even just about medical, but I think that's kind of the main thing. If you lose your bag, if you lose your passport, travel insurance will help with that. If you catch COVID, you can't go, travel insurance, definitely. I wrote the most beastly article on my website about travel insurance, and there's one for British Isles Cruises on there that shows you step by step how to do it. Please, if you only do one thing, please do the travel insurance. Hello to JJ Cruz, not a question, just stopping in to say how much we love you and your channel. I love you guys very much too, and it makes me so happy when I say hi and you guys are like, Emma. I really want to get you on these lives, but we're literally just always like on cruises at different times. So at some point I will have the guys from JJ Cruise on here. Thank you for stopping by. It's a good thing that we're busy, though, of course. Like, we've waited so long for this. Thank you so much for my super chat. Can't wait to see your updates on Instagram. Interesting. Thank you so much for that one. And it gives me a chance to say, please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is just called Emma Cruises. And that's where I will share things as we go along. Like every morning, every evening, every lunchtime, I will update things on Instagram as they happen, This is the pool, this is the food, this is my bed, everything like that. I've heard that on Virgin Voyages now because the thing for Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady was this day bed that's like an L shape and it converts into a bed. And I've heard that they're defaulting to just leaving it as a bed now. So we will see. But as soon as I find out, I will share all of that stuff on Instagram. Thank you so much for my super chat. Really appreciate it. Oh my goodness, the comments are hopping around. Ian says, do you know if you are allowed to sit with others who are not in your booking or linked, particularly on Regal Princess? On all the cruises I've done, on Silhouette, on MSC, that's it. Those 2, you can sit with anyone. I can't see that it would be any different on Princess. You can sit with whoever you like. The whole kind of social aspect is exactly the same on a cruise. They're not going to come up to a table and say, who is in what cabin. They're not going to do that. You're not normally allowed to sit at the bar and talk to people anymore. That's not normally a thing. But as far as if you want to eat, like I ate dinner with all kinds of different people on my cruises, and that was always fun. Can't wait to see what you post about Virgin Cruises. I'm going on Monday. I'm excited. Yes. Not sure what to expect, but I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to be on a cruise, so it'll be good. Tristan and Justin say, good news is that cruising is permitted by the UK government, so the cost of insurance has come down significantly, so there's no excuse. Yes, Tristan and Justin are talking about international cruising, so no excuse. Before international cruising was allowed, I was going to do an international cruise because it's fine, but you have to get special travel insurance for that, and that special insurance policy cost me more than my annual policy. That cruise didn't happen, so I'm here right now. But yeah, there's no excuses now. I'm not accepting any excuses. I went on my website and I put together this huge post of people who didn't have travel insurance and the bad things that happened to them. It was a very depressing post to put together. But I I cannot stress it like seriously enough. Definitely look at the onboard offer for Scarlet Lady. Pay $300 deposit on future cruise, and they give you $300 back, so you pay nothing. Okay, I will have a look at that one. I don't know if I don't know. I've never been on the ship yet, but we will have a look when I am there. We have a useful comment. There are no restrictions now for solo travelers since the rules were relaxed on 19th of July. Oh yes, I had completely forgot. So in the UK, kind of all of our social distancing rules are almost gone. Mask wearing is not compulsory in the same way it was before. So on ships, yeah, it will be fine. Have you heard anything about river cruising in Europe? Not really. I was supposed to be, well, not supposed to be, but I could have been seeing the new TUI river cruise ship right now, but I couldn't go because I'm going on Scarlet Lady. So river cruise things are happening, which is exciting. But yeah, I haven't heard anything specifically. Do you know what entertainment will be on board? There's an amazing band called Mama's Gun performing on board this week. Not sure if they'll be the weekend. I do not know at all. The only thing I know is that the show Dual Reality will be there. And everyone is telling me, you have to see Dual Reality. You won't believe it. And I have seen it already because I did spend a night on board Scarlet Lady early 2020. I have to say, when I watched the show the first time, it was basically like, it's in this sports hall and you have red team, blue team. It's like a Romeo Juliet kind of fighting love thing. I don't know. But at the end, to kind of signify that they were both, they didn't need to be on the different teams, everyone stripped off to their underwear and danced together. And I haven't seen anyone mention that since they've been on board. So maybe they've kind of toned it down a bit. I don't know. But I have all of these pictures from the first time I was on Scarlet Lady. Maybe Cruise Show UK can let me know if everyone's stripped down to their underwear. I will just say the dancers, not the audience. But yeah, we will see. Zachary says, what do you think of Scarlet Lady's tiny pool? I think it's hilarious. Do you think they should have expanded it, or if not, should have gotten rid of it completely? They definitely shouldn't get rid of it. It's not, they can't just expand the pool. Like you just can't do that once it's built. I think it's a really bold choice to have such a small swimming pool, especially if the ship's going to be going warm places. It probably doesn't matter for our British Isles cruise, but people do like swimming, like actual swimming. So yeah, Cruise Show UK, they haven't toned it down. They do get naked almost. Okay, cool. Well, at least I can prepare everybody for that, and I will be ready. Hello to Lizzie, who is late to the party. Lizzie, you've come in on us talking about, I don't even know what. I don't even know. Can US travelers go on British Isles cruises? Usually, yes, but the ones that are this summer, no. So most of the ones that are happening this summer are British passengers only. Oh, Andrew was getting a pre-cruise KFC. I think I'm going to order a pizza. I'll see you on Scarlet Lady tomorrow. That sounds cool. If anybody sees me, please say hi to me. Please wave at me and dance and make it really obvious because I'm often just in my own world. But please say hi. It's always nice to meet people. And I will be there. Yes, I will be there, which is cool. Very, very cool. We have Larry from Nashville in here. Loves me. Thank you very much. It's cool. I have been to Nashville. Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah. Footage of the nakedness in my ship tour. Yeah. We will. Yeah. I'll look forward to it. I will look forward to it. Apart from that, though, I don't really know what entertainment there is on board. I have seen some people say that there's not much live music or there's not really... I don't know, some kind of comments like that, but we will just wait and see. Like, it will be fine. I'll be entertaining myself. Thank you for my super sticker. Appreciate that one. And I have a super chat as well. Thank you so much. Have you taken cruises from the US? And if so, do you find the total experience different from what you've experienced in the UK? I have, yes. It's not too different. I do have a video on my channel about the differences between UK and US cruise lines because there definitely is differences. The biggest difference is you have Americans on board from the US and you have lots of Brits on board from the UK. I do remember taking a cruise in 2016 on the Norwegian Getaway. Yeah, Norwegian Getaway from Florida. And I remember them saying in the theatre, they would say, oh, well, we're going to go through all the countries and cheer when your one is named. And so obviously they said, if you're from America, cheer. And it was all of the whoops and the woo, and it was loud. And then they said, if anyone is here from the UK, and they were like, all over the theatre, people going, It was so funny. We didn't know that there were any other British people on the ship. Like, we never heard anybody. But it just made me laugh. It just made me laugh. We have a comment that says, "Hi, Dad," which confused me for a second. I was like, I'm not your dad, but watching in different parts of the US, thought it would be fun to shout him out. That is cool. Awesome. Thank you for my super chat. Planning a 2022 cruise is keeping us sane. Yes, good. Good, good, good. Happy to hear it. And it's nice that now when you plan 2022 cruises, it almost for sure is going to happen, which is so cool. I've spent so long planning cruises that just never amounted to anything. So it's so nice. So nice. Thank you, Lizzie, for my super sticker. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I can't see the sticker, but I'll have a look afterwards. If you haven't noticed, Hudson is not here today. We've got powered by StreamYard because I am in the wrong account. I'm in the free account instead of the one that I pay for. My mistake. I will sort it out in time for next week. Entertainment, there's a Art of Erotic Talk, a show we didn't go to. Yeah, I've heard there's a pajama party maybe, so maybe I'll pack my best pajamas. Like, I don't know. I'm going to go swimming and I'm going to eat. I think eating is the main thing. Oh, Charles says, we always do the 80s cruise every year. Have you done any themed cruises? And if you have, what are your thoughts? The only themed cruise I've done is a 90s themed cruise. 80s cruise sounds cool. Love 80s things. But I've done 90s. 90s was the only one I've done. And I'm doing the 90s versus noughties cruise next year. I'm doing it as kind of a group cruise, if you will. It's going to be mostly people from the UK there because it's with the UK cruise line Marella and it goes from Spain. But that is next May. If you do want to join us on there, we have limited, very kind of limited flights and stuff left because it includes flights from the UK. But you can, if you do want to, emmacruises.com, you can book cruises through me and just fill out the form. But it's going to be so much fun. I've got so many of my friends from real life who I finally convinced, off of the internet life to come. And I sold it to them as, it's a 3-day party, 90s themed everything. Drinks are all included. The prices are pretty good. Yeah, it'll be fun. It will be fun. I forget, the things that are in 2009 or something. That's going to be celebrated in this cruise as a theme because it's 90s versus noughties. If you're not from the UK, noughties means zeros. Zeros? Noughts? Yeah. But it doesn't seem like that long ago, 2009. But hey, that would be cool. That would be cool indeed. You can take Hudson for me. Don't take Hudson for me. Just send him over to Texas. I did move him here. Oh, he's in Greece because my last YouTube video was about Greece. It was about a cruise I took that visited 2 different ports per day. And on that cruise, on embarkation day, we were on board by 9:30 in the morning. Yeah, because it was a very busy cruise. On the first day, we got on board and went to another port in the afternoon. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I will let you know if the pool is big enough to swim in. I do not think it is, but I will let you know. Yeah, to support you going on a Disney cruise, yes. I know, to part with that amount of money for that cruise. It did kind of hurt me a little bit. I'm definitely a budget cruiser, and I know that I could do. I am doing more than a week on P&O for the price of 3 days on Disney. You could do 2 weeks on Costa if you wanted to for the price of 3 days on Disney. But I have to try it. I have to know. And once I know, then I will know. So yeah, we're going to try it. We're going to try. When I say 9:30, that is 9:30. It's just shortened, so we just lose the past. It is always beyond. I know in some other in Germany, it's the other way around. I get this question a lot, but yeah, 9:30 is 9:30. 9:30. The noughts thing killed me. I just forget that other people don't say these things. Oh, Richard says he paid $39 for insurance and got $600 worth of compensation. Boom. Well, that's pretty good then. The best case scenario kind of with travel insurance is you pay it and you don't need it. But that's good. That's how insurance works. Germany is the opposite. Yes, there's so many things like this where it's just, you just assume that this is how it is. But Germany is the opposite, of course. Of course. Ooh, Gonzo Cruiser, first time to catch you live. Thank you. It's nice to do this on a different day so that sometimes some different people can join us. We normally do these every Friday and we do it at 5 p.m. UK time, which is 12 p.m. Eastern time. If you're in a different US part, you're going to have to work it out from Eastern time. But we do these every Friday. On the first of the month, I also do a cruise trivia. Justin says an annual policy for him is $135 a year. Yes, mine's probably similar. Oh, Charles, thank you for my super sticker. Appreciate that one. That's cool. Thank you. Yeah, I have an annual policy too. When I took the MSC cruise, I had their insurance, but now I have an annual one. So no worries, no worries. I haven't printed anything out travel insurance wise for this cruise tomorrow because they haven't told me to. They haven't sent me anything to print, so I'm just going with the app. I've logged all my passport info and stuff into the app, and then hopefully it's fine. I really hope that the app works, but if not, as long as really you have your passport, they can work out who you are. So I've definitely booked the cruise. Have you ever done a world cruise? I wish I had done a world cruise. Never done a world cruise. I don't know that if I had the money for a world cruise, I would book a world cruise. I don't think I would. I think what I would do was book a lot of cruises, yes, but I would book a lot of different cruises, different cruise lines, different places. And yeah. Oh no, Ian's going to have to cancel the 90s cruise next year because it turns out it clashes with a trade show I can't wiggle out of. That is a shame, but that is fair enough. Maybe we will do it the year after. I don't know if it will be, what it will be next year because it was 90s versus noughties. Maybe it will just be noughties. I don't know. We will see. Thank you, Fred, for my super sticker. Oops, I lost you. Oh, you've printed everything. You have a thicker folder than normal this time. What am I supposed to print? I do not have any documents for this cruise. Please let me know what I'm supposed to print. I literally, I've logged into my Virgin Voyages account on here. I've searched through my emails. I don't have any paperwork to print. We don't get luggage tags until we've done our COVID test. So I think, yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to print. I've printed my stuff for my parking. That's it. But as far as the Virgin Voyages cruise, I have no paperwork. Please let me know what I should be printing, please. Oh, I hope this isn't repetitive. We have a Virgin Voyages cruise in October, hoping to get a sneak peek of what's available in Squid Ink. You should get a tattoo in your cruise vid. I'm definitely not getting a tattoo in my cruise vid, but I'm happy to get a sneak peek inside Squid Ink. I'm not sure. We will have to wait and see. Well, thank you, Jim, for my super chat. Thank you. Appreciate that one. Thank God says, I think you have enough for cocktails. Yes, I think I have enough for cocktails. Get a souvenir on me or another ship pillow. Interesting. I'm not sure what kind of souvenirs Virgin Voyages will have. I'm not sure about anything. Lizzie has also printed nothing. Good. Yes, Tristan and Justin, what have I printed? Oh, no. I don't have my band yet, so I can't activate my band. Surely? Like the app says, oh, you've entered all your information. The only thing I need to do is the health thing tomorrow. But I don't have a band, so I can't activate a band, right? I think you get the bands after you do the tests and because they don't want to waste the C bands, which is like the wearable technology for Virgin Voyages. Hopefully that's fine. I hope it's fine. Oh, Justin has a good question, but I don't know that I know the answer. So if anyone knows for sure this, please let me know. Do you know the rules for going to the UK from the EU? If I'm coming from Athens as an American, would I still need to quarantine for 2 days? I do not know. If anyone else knows anything else, please let me know. Tristan and Justin say you activate it on the app. Yeah, I see the button on the app that says activate your C-band, but I don't have a C-band. So how am I supposed to activate it? Right? Yeah, I just wait until I get the band. I hope. Sharon says, happy to catch you live. Hope you have an amazing time. Oh, I've lost the comment halfway through. On your weekend cruise from the newbie. Thank you, Sharon. Really appreciate that. I'm sure I'm going to have a good time. It's going to go so fast. So fast. Cruise Show UK, nothing to print. Just bring a passport. Thank you. Thank you. That makes me happy. I've done everything I need to do in the app. So if the app, please, carries on working for a day, we will be good. You've printed boarding passes. I don't have any sort of boarding pass. Nothing like that. Where did you get this? COVID vaccine, fair enough. I don't have anything to print. It's just in the app. But I trust the NHS app to still work tomorrow. Our insurance policy, I haven't done that. But yeah, yeah, okay. You're on a very different kind of cruise from us. I don't think that Virgin have anything. Tristan and Justin say Greece is an amber, so you don't need quarantine, but you do need to do an online passenger form and have a day 2 test booked. Thank you, guys. I knew someone would know this. You need to go in on the band and you can select and fill in some more details to activate it. But how can I activate it if I don't have it? I can give it more information, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. I'll just wait till I have the band. John says, what is the first thing you will do when you're on board Scarlet Lady? I will be filming things, I'm sure. I'll be running around trying to film everything in the first few seconds. I think I'm going to be greeted by an ahoy sailor. Apparently they ahoy you every time they see you, I've heard. So yeah, I'm just going to get everything that I want to get filmed in 2 days is going to be a struggle. But I will do my best. I'll do my best. There's so much to see. Oh, Dad wants to know if you cruise on Majestic Princess, and if so, impressions. I have never cruised on Majestic Princess. The good thing about princess ships, though, is I think once you've been on one, you feel very at home on all of them. They're very kind of similar in design. I like them, all the ones I've been on, but I've never been on Majestic. Or Keith says, here's a little extra for the casino on Scarlet Lady. Thank you, Keith. I wrote a post recently about what's in the casino on Scarlet Lady, and I asked everybody in our Facebook group, do you spend money in the casino? I normally do $10, something like this. And I had people say to me that they would budget like £1,000 a cruise for a casino, and it blew my mind because it's more than I'd spend on my cruise. But yeah, if you like that, then you do that. It's a step to do on the app. Just go and do it. I can't do it now. I'll do it in 10 minutes. Do they have you pick up the band at embarkation? Yeah, as far as I know, we go to a place and we get a ticket that says your testing group is this, whatever. Then we go through and we get our tests. Then when it's negative, you get given something that says you're negative, your C band, and then you move on to go to the port to get on. Like, as far as I know, that's what it is. My mom says, Emma, can you give a shout out to the birthday boy before you go? Do you mean my dad? It is my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. I'll be seeing Dad tomorrow, so I'll buy you a beer on Scarlet Lady. Cool. John says, someone asked, what is the most you've won in the casino? You're assuming that I have won something in the casino. I think the most I probably ever won is maybe £50, maybe years and years ago, and that was amazing. And I've definitely spent and lost more money than that since. So yeah, overall I'm coming out down. They wouldn't have casinos if they didn't overall win. Would you ever go on a music cruise, says Kenny? I would go on any type of cruise, and a music cruise definitely sounds fun. It's good to catch you live this time. That's cool. Thank you for catching me live. Yes, I definitely would. There's some very like themed music cruises which seem interesting. Annie Lee says, happy birthday, Emma's dad. What was the muster like on Virtuosa? It was incredibly easy, so easy. You just watch the video in your cabin and then go to your muster station to get your cruise card signed. It was so good. I hope that they're going to keep this long term. It was so much easier. Are you asking about Virgin Voyages? Because if yes, I've had so much trouble with this app and trying to book restaurants. The app has like 1.4 out of 5 stars on the App Store at the minute, which made me laugh. Every time I book restaurants, I'll book them and it'll only book for half the people, and then it won't let me delete them, and then I try and add people in that says I can't because they clash, and then I've contacted Virgin like 3 times to get them to do my bookings. At the minute, it doesn't look like my bookings are right, but I have emailed them twice and they've said that they are, so who knows if it's actually worked. The app has worked okay for the kind of embarkation stuff, and I've managed to book a show, which is cool, but as far as booking restaurants go, it has been a trial. It has been tricky, and I hope it works, because some places were already sold out for dinner, but by the time I started going on the app about a month before my cruise. I don't think it works much more than that, but yeah, fingers crossed. I'm hoping that they sort it out. It is a new cruise line, obviously they're still working things out, but it's been quite annoying. Happy birthday, Emma's dad. Happy birthday, Paul. Yes, happy birthday, Emma's dad. There he is. Hi, Dad. Oh my goodness, Daniel has won on 2 NCL ships, a little over 5k each time on blackjack. I've also won, and yes, we lose mostly. Yes, that they wouldn't have casinos if it was a place where people generally won money. I do not know how to play blackjack, so I have no chance of winning that one. Oh, were there actual cruise cards on Silhouette? Yes, actual cruise cards on Silhouette. Yes. Pretty much the same as before. How many cases would you take as a woman? I always take 100 pairs of shoes. I've never taken more than one suitcase on any cruise. And I've done like a cabin carry-on size bag for 2 weeks, no problem. Probably 3 or 4 pairs of shoes. I don't have that many shoes. I don't know what everyone else is wearing. For this cruise, I'm going to take probably a pair of, I'm just looking at my shoes, a pair of heels, a pair of flat kind of sandals for walking around the ship, and a pair of trainers, aka sneakers. I'm going to pack 3 pairs of shoes for a weekend. That's quite a lot for me. Thank you, Tony, for a little cruise cookie cash. Thank you very much. I think that there's good cookies on Scarlet Lady. I think I was going to call it a buffet. It's not a buffet, but the buffet has cookies, so it'll be good. Thank you so much, Tony, for that one. Thank you for answering my questions, even though they weren't super chats. Bon voyage. I don't mean to just answer the questions that are super chats, but the chat goes so fast. The super chats flash up on my screen so I can see the questions. So yeah, I always try and answer as many questions as I can. Is that world on your wall a sticker, and where did you get it? It is not a sticker, it is wood. These are all wooden pieces, and if you check out the description of any other YouTube video other than this one, you will find it. Tristan and Justin say trainers and a smart pair of shoes. Yes, that sounds good. John says, what is so different that they don't call it a buffet? So it's just a buffet, apart from each section is split up into its own section. So there's like a taco section and separate sections, not one big thing where they cook it and then you scoop it. You specifically say, can I have this omelet from the omelet section? And they make you omelets. Like, that's the idea. I think at the moment you sit down, the galley, and they bring you your food, as far as I know. But if it felt like a buffet, it acts like a buffet. I'm sure the food is good there. Like, it looks like it's amazing. But I don't really understand their need to not call it a buffet. And maybe flip-flops, just in case. I don't think flip-flops, but if I do bring a pair of flat sandals, I can wear those if it does get hot. If something happens and we get some sunshine, that would be amazing, maybe. Hi to Susie. Hi, Susie. Hi, Emma. Hope you're well. Just wondering whether you know when P&O Cruises UK will release their summer 2023 schedule, as well as why cruise line new schedule release dates differ so much. Totally up to the cruise line. I don't know, but I know a lady who will know. The agent I work with, Emma, will know all of this stuff. So if you want to just fill in the cruise form on our website, you can just ask there, and then she will get it, and she will know all of this. So feel free to do that. Thank God says, you missed my question. Sorry, thank God, but I will ask it again on Discord or Patreon. Yes, so every week I do a Patreon podcast where I answer everybody's questions, because there's not as many. So if you do have a question that you really want to get answered, and you could join us in Patreon, that is one way to do it. Crazy Kev says, Morgan just took his first river cruise. Have you been on a river cruise? I have. I've been on 2 river cruises, a river cruise with Emerald Waterways and a river cruise with Saga. There's a river cruise playlist on my website, if you're on my YouTube channel, if you're interested in river cruises. Loads of river cruise stuff. Yes, very, very, very cool. Different from ocean cruising. You can't really compare them, but very cool. I'd like to do a river cruise again, for sure. I don't know how, and I say this every single week, but it has been 58 minutes and 59 seconds, almost an hour. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me for this hour. If you can follow me on Instagram, Emma Cruises, that's where we're going to get the most up-to-date stuff. I will be sharing on my YouTube community page and in our Facebook group every day everything that's happening on this cruise, and I will get back and I will get straight to editing, and then I will be towards the end of next week, there'll be a video on my channel that's, I took a Virgin Voyages cruise and this is what it was like. The entire thing, I'm just going to put everything together the ship, the food, the everything into one place. Thank you so much, everybody. Tristan and Justin, I will see you tomorrow on board Scarlet Lady. Cruise boys there. That will be super cool. I'm really excited about it. Thank you so much to everybody who gave me cookie money or cocktail money or whatever. I really appreciate it. And thank you for coming. Thank you to Sharon. Thank you to Frederick. Thank you, Cruise Boys. Thank you, Kevin. I will talk to you all next week. I'll be back in the same time, same place. Bye, everybody.